everyone. So today in this video we will discuss how to estimate salinity from sample waters. So first of all we have to know what is salinity. So salinity is a total amount of soluble salts present in any sample water. Okay. So it is in the form of calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium is cations, and anions majorly chloride, carbonate, bicarbonate, and sulfate. Okay, so these ions may be present naturally in water or maybe come from other sources and also by leaching of rocks. So for estimation of salinity, we will follow the titrometric method of AFA 2005. Okay. For this reason, we will take the following chemicals. Okay, so the first chemical is 0.02 normal AgNO3. Okay, so this solution, AgNO3 solution, we have to put in the burette. So firstly we have to fill our burette with this solution. Okay, I will show how. And 4% potassium chromate we will take as an indicator for this titration, right? Next, sample water, okay, from which we are going to estimate the salinity. So number 3 is our sample water. Okay, next, measuring cylinder. Next, glass pipette. Okay, and the last one is conical flask. Okay, so we will need this. So first of all, I will show you that we have to fill the burette with AgNO3 solution. Okay, then we have to take 10 ml of sample water in a conical flask. With the help of the measuring cylinder, we have to take 10 ml of sample water. Okay, 10 ml of sample water we have to take in the conical flask. Then in the next step, we have to add in the conical flask containing sample water, we have to add this indicator of 1 ml quantity. Okay, after addition of this indicator solution, the sample water present in the conical flask will turn into yellow color, very good yellow color. Okay, then shake well, then go to the burette and tighten it against this AgNO3 solution. Okay, in the previous videos I have shown you we have to titrate drop wise. Okay, and the end point of the titration will be indicated by the appearance of brick red color. Okay, so first of all, as the titration progresses, you will find the sample water. Firstly, the sample water first after addition of the indicator turns into yellow. Okay, and then titrate it against the silver nitrate solution. At the first time it will turn into white, the yellow color will be turned into white color. Okay, then the white color then replaced, and the end point of the titration will be indicated by the appearance of brick red color. Okay, so the end point is a brick red color. So as the previous videos, you have to prepare one observation table, initial reading, final reading, differences. Okay, you have to do 3 times of the same titration, and from the 3 differences we have to calculate the mean reading. Okay, so why first the color of the sample turns into white? Because first what happens, our burette contains silver nitrate solution. You know, the silver of the silver nitrate solution firstly combines with chloride ion present in the sample water. Okay, then what happens, a compound is formed that is called AgCl. Okay, and this is white in color. Okay, and this is white in color. Okay, and then when all the chloride ions are used up, then the excess silver will combine. Then the excess silver will combine with the CrO4 chromate of the indicated solution, and it will form Ag2CrO4. Okay, and this silver chromate solution is basically brick red in color. That's why the end point is brick red in color, due to formation of this compound silver chromate, right? So this is the chemistry behind this experiment. So now go to the titration. So I will show you how the titration we can do. For salinity estimation, we have to take 10 ml of sample water. Okay, so by using this measuring cylinder, we can measure the sample water. So the sample water is taken in this conical flask. Then, as the method is tachymetric method, so in this burette we have to take 0.02 normality silver nitrate solution. So this is the solution. You can see this is the solution of silver nitrate. Okay, so as the previous videos, you have to take the initial reading of the burette. So this is showing that the initial reading is 37.5. Okay, so before starting the experiment, we have to pour the indicator reagent into the sample water. So indicator reagent we have to use for this experiment is, we have to use this reagent, that K2CrO4 potassium chromate. Okay, so we have to add this reagent, 1 ml of this reagent into this sample water. So by using pipette we can add this reagent. So this is 10 ml pipette. Okay, so this is 1 ml. So I am going to add this indicator. So after addition of this indicator, the sample water turns into yellow. Okay, so now the titration begins. So we have to add drop by drop. The end point of the titration will be indicated by the appearance of brick red color. Perfect color. So this is the end point color of the titration. So we have to write down the final reading. It is showing 38, 1, 2, 3, 38.4. Okay, 38.4. So the initial reading was 37.5 and the final reading is now after the titration is 38.4. Okay, so the difference, we have to calculate the difference, and likewise we have to repeat 2 more times this same titration so that we can get the mean result of the titration. Then we can calculate the amount of salinity in the water. Okay, so from our titration, we got the value of 1.1 difference. Okay, so the 3 titration value shows the mean reading of 1.1. Okay, so the calculation, first we have to do chlorosity. For salinity estimation, first we have to do chlorosity. Okay, how can we calculate that? Chlorosity is equal to mean Burette reading into normality of silver nitrate, okay, which is all divided by volume of sample taken. Okay, so in our case, what is the mean Burette reading? 1.1. Write it down. What is the normality of AgNO3? 0.02. Volume of sample water, that is 10. Okay, now we have to calculate. So the calculated value will be 0.0022. Okay, and the unit of chlorosity will be parts per thousand. Okay, so we have done chlorosity. Now next we have to do chlorinity. So chlorinity can easily be calculated from this chlorosity. Okay, the formula of estimating chlorinity is chlorosity divided by density of water. Okay, and unit of chlorinity is also ppt. So our value of chlorosity is 0.0022, which is divided by density of water. So at 25 degree centigrade of room temperature, the density of water usually occurs 1. Okay, so the value will be 0.022 ppt then. Okay, so next we have to do salinity. Okay, the formula of salinity is second bracket 0.03 plus 1.805 into chlorinity. Okay, so that will be chlorinity is this one. So we need to calculate this. So salinity calculation will be 0.03 plus 0.039 not needed. Okay, so that will be 0.0339. Okay, or it can be written as 0.034 and the unit will be ppt. So today in our experiment, the calculated value of salinity is 0.034 ppt. Okay, so what will be our interpretation? So come here, depending upon the range of salinity, water can be divided into 4 types. Number 1 is fresh water, brackish water, saline water and brine water. Okay, for fresh water the salinity range must be below 0.5 ppt. For brackish water the range of salinity must be greater than 0.5 ppt but within 30 ppt. For saline water the range of salinity is in between 31 to 50 ppt. Okay, and for brine water the salinity must be greater than 50 ppt. Okay, so it is now clear that our value is much less, 0.034 ppt. That means less than 0.5 ppt. So we can now say that the provided sample given to us is of fresh water in nature. Okay, so I hope this video is useful to you. Okay, so hit the like button and subscribe our channel and share this video among your friends, your relatives. So thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.